So I have a friend who's Hindu, right?
Yeah.
And what he told me at this talk before he left was that when he hears Christians say like things that he thinks are morally good, he'll apply it to his life, but he would never be Christian, and he doesn't understand the difference between just applying the principles that he agrees with to his life and being a Christian. So like what should I tell him?
All right, here's what I would say. My faith in Christ is not a principle. Be nice to him. My faith in Christ, and what Christ calls all of us to, is a heart response to his love by loving him and trusting him. Then, as a result of trusting him and loving him, I will have no option but to love you. So this is not principle we're talking about. We're talking about personal relationship with Christ that radically changes my heart, my motives, my ambitions, the way I treat you.
So what should I tell him in terms of why he should seek that versus like what he thinks he's comfortable in like his current religion?
If he's part of God and if I'm part of God, what's wrong with man smacking him in the face? What happens is part of God just hit part of God. Nothing wrong with that. You see, what you do is, if you say that everything is God, you wipe out the foundation of ethics. No, he's not part of God, and I am definitely not part of God. Instead, we are two valuable human beings created in the image of God with personhood, with a soul, with a free will. And God gave me this hand, not to hit him, but to feed him, to respect him, to love him. And that is why Jesus Christ makes so much more sense to me than monism, which essentially says everything's part of God. If everything's part of God, Hitler's part of God, Mother Teresa's part of God, Stalin's part of God, Pol Pot is part of God. Everybody's just part of God. And you have no basis for understanding the difference between good and evil, right and wrong. That's why Gandhi got his understanding that the caste system in India was wrong, not from the Bhagavad Gita, not from the Upanishads of Hinduism. He got it from the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus points out, you and I are responsible to respect each other and to treat each other in a loving, respectful way. Because we're not all part of God. We're valuable human beings created in the image of God. We have a free will. We have the ability to think. We have a conscience, which enables us to distinguish between justice and injustice, right and wrong. And that's part of what it means to be human. Ask your Hindu friends, why? Why is there a difference between me murdering him versus me feeding him? Similarly with atheism. Remember, if there is no God, what is. So, here's money for lunch. Whap. No difference. It just is. And if I want to whap him, that's my choice. And if I want to feed him, that's my choice. There's no categorical difference. It just is. You can't live that out. It's impossible. And if you can't live out what you believe, you better go back and question whether what you believe is accurate or inaccurate.
最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。皆さんに神の祝福と知恵が与えられますように。